Okay, if you're ready for the West Side, make some noise, everybody. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time. Make some noise for the West Side, everybody. There we go, there we go. Please welcome up the team from ROXBOROUGH.
People will ask you,
do you have a career planned?
when are you thinking of having kids?
When are you planning on getting married?
Like life is some kind of time grocery list. But what they never ask you is if you're happy. Am I happy?
Because every time you seem to ask me what's the next step, I freeze from taking the first step.
Am I certain? Because it's wrong for me to want to drop out of high school before the school system corrupts my brain, but I just need this degree. I wonder if college kids feel like this too.
Am I brave enough? Because the whispers in my ear that at first I could hardly hear are now screams of my name into adulthood.
Your concern is how fast I should be moving. Like life is a race. But instead of being a rabbit, I'd rather be the turtle.
Slow and steady.
Your concern is something my mind may never reach, a day my life may never meet.
One thing that I've learned
is not to let the things out of your control bother you.
You have 4 years to be irresponsible, so relax. Work is for people with jobs.
you'll never remember time spent in class, but you'll always remember the time that you waste hanging out with your friends. So dress up and go to the 80s party that you dreamt of.
Work will never end.
So go to school,
Come on.
the work will never end, so go out on Tuesday even though you have that writing project on Wednesday.
Work will never end. Stay up all night with your friends and laugh until the sunrise sometimes.
Work will never end, so take a day off and spend money that you don't have. Work will never end, but school does, and life will too. So make the most of it.
Give it up for Team ROXBOROUGH kicking us off today. Make some noise for the team from Academy Park.
My name is Miyatu.
My name is Trey.
And I'm Diamante.
And we're Poetic 101.
One voice, one heart, one mind.
Dreams, a series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep.
But what is the derivative of reality, the point in which a vision speaks? Intertwined with open and shut pillowcases,
The jailbird never sleeps.
Dreams are on an upward slope, past the fences of all fences. Only God knows his intentions were never to sow his dream in bed sheets, but to draw a weapon with a stencil
And aim only the barrel of a pencil.
Nightmares, frightening or unpleasant dreams, a distorted reality that questions your sanity like a funhouse mirror, twisting all the dreams you haven't been having.
An illusory realm that binds your unconscious mind to your unconscious state.
You're chained to your brain who is waging a war against you.
where up meets down.
Pleasure is introduced to pain.
And faith greets logic with its left hand. It amplifies the drudgery of your reality.
But now his every dream lay where he lies down.
And so it seems that he doesn't even dream.
Because the thoughts that occur causes fear.
False evidence appearing real.
In his suspended consciousness, wickedness is hidden within the shadows of his impure imagery.
But now he just lays with a relinquished vision that's been diminished on fabric and linen.
And
And that's where the nightmare steps in. With no escape from his dark thoughts, he runs, hides, and cries, Because nightmares aren't pleasant, they are deceitful dreams that betray you in an instant.
And
when it becomes all too apparent
that
his dreams have mass nightmares, it's too late, for now he's at war with his own mind.
Struggling to stay alive in his nightly horrors.
But now his fear and hate mare his nights.
Since his dreams have turned into a nightmare,
the escape, he awakes,
only to see he lives where he lies down.
And so it seems
That his dreams are invidious, these mass nightmares aren't the visions he's wrapped in, just fabric and linen.
No longer is he tossing and turning in his nightly mental turmoil.
Give it up for Academy Park. Academy Park. SLA Center City, you're on deck. Give it up for the team from Olney.
I'm Justino.
And I'm Lexi. And this is my first slam. I'm nervous. Is that big? Yeah. You've changed me. Where am I? Who am I? What am I?
I'm standing in the aftermath of a war that has been won, and I died. I gave you life support while I was supporting death on my doorstep. I had wings, but they were clipped as if my innocence was drained to the straw of your heart. I let you snatch my soul and lock me into your labyrinth.
You've changed me. Where am I? Who am I? What am I? I am kneeling over a grave where my heart lies. He is cold and shriveled and broken like the love I once had with him. The war he called life was not for us, not in this time or in any other. I took his wings because he did not need them. He was whole enough without them, and I took his soul because I gave mine away to somebody a long time ago, someone I no longer know.
I am the moon. It's funny that somehow my brain keeps me on a swivel waiting for my sadness to make a move, always on my toes when you're present in day. Question mark with a name, missing in action but always causing a reaction. I am where my life takes me. I'm a young man with a talentless talent. I'm a pen with blood for ink, a child at heart but mature at mind.
I am the sun. It's funny how the brain makes you remember things you try to forget. But I just can't seem to forget you. I am where my life takes me. I am a young woman with heartless words. I am a notebook full of trauma. I'm a child inside and out because I never actually got to be a child.
Light years between us. My love only extended for how far you reached, and Aphrodite has a twisted sense of humor. She showed me your smile. It melted the ice off my heart and gave me a new pattern to beat to. Light years between us.
My love extends way far beyond my touch. And sometimes Father Time has a sick sense of humor because we told each other forever and it only lasted but for so long.
She called me lover boy because she thought I was hopeless, and she was right. I thought her eyes were illuminated by the blue fire that hope commands. She worked like a Red Bull because she gave me my wings back, but only temporarily, so I can come back to her like the drug she is. I've become a prisoner to her mind, addicted to her pain, but I know what and who she is. She is a drugged sunflower that tried to live within the moonlight, full, half, crescent, all new variations, but I still couldn't please you.
He was the moon.
And I was the sun. I died so she could shine.
I set so he could rise.
She made me bright.
He made me eclipse.
Blinding each other, we found our hands and we held on. But eventually, we forced to let go because Mother Nature has a horrible sense of humor.
And just when we thought we were one, she reminded us how different we truly were.
Give it up for team from Olney. Team from Olney.
Big time for
Give it up for the team from SLA Center City.
My name is Gladys, and this is my first time. My name is Zine, and this is my first time. Will I be great? My intention was to be prosperous in beauty, to uncage angelic doves as they whistled into ominous skies, to soften calloused hands. My intention was to balance overlapped tongues which once uttered infantile words. I stacked myself like boxes stretching to infinite skies.
I wish to be the one that never withered away, a sun-dried candle wax lost in dim light, smiles plastered the faces of young children, wiped down to its full bloom, a delicate stream, tranquil in radiation, where light was evenly balanced between imploring hands. Will I be great?
I'd look at my reflection, my hands as small as they were, what they'd build one day. A Picasso with silk paint flared across snowy white pages. The scribble's eye impelled walls with Sharpie became a masterpiece.
I admire the music notes that once escaped my lips, the hymns embedded in mine, and the orchestra of harmonization, sound. As a delight and consolation, I wore pride against my candy necklaces. Looked into bright, vibrant skies, I saw violet sun kisses on end. Will I be great?
My ingrown roots flourished, chipping away each scrawny iota of disbelief. My nails dug under pesky bottoms. I could paint those masterpieces.
My longings decreased. I am a flower warped in translucent silk. My roots embellished in constellation.
My soul's grained deeper into where I stand.
Invincibility is my crown.
My chest pumps unseasoned faith.
Determination cascades my body.
My blood rushes raw optimism. I will be great.
Another one.
Give it up for the team from Link.
I'm Tasir.
My name's Will.
Hickory. You hear this and most likely think of hickory smoked barbecue sauce poured over crispy fried chicken with a side of Mama's home-style potato salad or Velveeta mac and cheese. But I hear hickory and think of the long hickory stick that was used to beat my several times great-grandmother when she refused to pick cotton. And I refuse to blame her, because if there's too much bass in my mother's voice when she demands that I do the dishes that aren't even mine, I just simply won't do them. White people say they are so dramatic.
Dramatic my ashtray.
You don't know how it feels to be hit with a heavy wooden stick over and over and over again. You don't know how it feels to be strung up by the neck and tied to a tree, breathless. You don't know how it feels to be forced onto the bed while the white man takes himself in and out of you time after time after time until he's had enough, having everything that you thought you were snatched and thrown into the wasteman.
Cotton. When you hear this, you probably think of the clothes on your back. But when I hear that word, I think of my several times great-grandfather hunched over in the hot sun, working until he couldn't even stand, being beaten by whips until he couldn't tell if it was the sweat or the tears burning his eyes. He was allowed no breaks.
Crack.
No rest.
Crack.
No respect.
Crack.
Just pain, sorrow, and hopelessness.
Chalk. You hear this and get wide-eyed as you remember marking up you and your neighbor's sidewalk with chalk. But I hear chalk and remember my brother lying on the hard, cold ground, eyes wide, full of pain and surprise, mouth oozing what looks like hot sauce, but we all know isn't hot sauce because dead people can't eat. And now that he's gone, I can't eat. Now that my brother can't speak, I can't speak. Now that my brother is gone, I can't sleep. I lost my brother because 2 white cops wanted to play target practice with black boys. And of course it's okay, they're white. What can't they do? I mean, they got away with slavery, they got away with KKK, they're still killing us to this day. It's like, it's a mystery as to how I'm still alive today. It's a mystery as to how the white man's way is still the right way today. It's really a mystery, though, as to how we break each other like we're made of clay.
Give it up for the team from Link. Let's make some noise for the team from Hardy Williams.
Hello, my name is Julissa, and it's my first time. I thought I could get rid of it. I thought it would end, but just like a boomerang, it comes back again. I want to erase it, but it's written in pen. This feeling I get when it boils up is damaging. Weak, I can't control it. They have the keys and I'm locked in the trunk. The silent words cut, safety becomes bleak, self-confidence shrunk, it enslaves me. It's adherent, lingers over my head, insomnia takes over and drags me out of bed, abuses me abhorrent. It's like some type of card that's pulled, more powerful than the others. I can't stand to look anymore, so I hide under the covers. My covered kingdom won't stand forever. I'll have to face the music soon, but I'm afraid of what I'll hear. Now that my story's been told, question marks appear in the mirror. In my covered kingdom, I drift away, sink into the pillows that hold me and loosen my grip. Under the knitted stars I lay, alone on an abandoned ship in the feathered sea. I pull the string from my for the pain. I don't expect it to disappear, so I'll stand and leave it all behind, including my covered kingdom. Tuck myself in, catch the boomerang in the game. Use the pen to write a better story, a real one, and be the knight. My covered kingdom's going, so I guess I'll have to fight.
Give it up for Hardy Williams. Give it up for Constitution.
Hi, I'm Fiona.
Hi, I'm Riley. What do I look like to you? Small,
unassuming,
girl, quiet, girl,
sad,
little girl, not worth wasting your time on, kinda girl,
just
a girl. For the first 5 years of my life, I didn't utter a peep. I guess I knew from jump what happened to little girls who speak too much, too loud, too bold, too proud, too anything but quiet, that we had to be silent. Pretty little dolls easily tucked away in the corner to be seen, not heard. So instead, I let my sister take upon that burden of having to host not only my voice but hers. I was the good daughter, and she, a troublemaker. We both resent me for it.
I was the good girl, only speak when spoken to kind of girl. How pretty you are when you keep your mouth shut. Shut yourself out, close the blinds, only open them at the right time.
Stay low, your voice is unbecoming of you. You are pretty, so stay pretty.
Because pretty is the best of you. I sit cross-legged not to take up any space, contort my body into the smallest possible shape because people hate little girls like me.
So they tell us, stay low, keep your head down. We don't want to hear a peep out of your mouth, little girl. You talk too much and too loud. Little girl.
Nobody wants to deal with an unruly
little girl, an unchecked little girl
who don't know her place in this world.
Nowadays, my mama says you wouldn't know an indoor voice if it punched you in the face. Keep your voice down. But Mom, I'm just making up for lost time and a lifetime of staying quiet, of being everyone's favorite rag doll to play with, to manipulate and do as they wish, but not anymore.
Who cares if you hate little girls like me? Listen to my obnoxious laugh because it is filled with joy. Watch me sit, however, because I won't ever bend. Not for you. I will play by my own rules. Hear me speak because my words are just as valid, so I won't hide anymore.
I wish I could tell that little girl, don't be afraid to use your own voice.
That you matter, you are important.
You will be seen and heard. The world isn't ready for me, for you, for us, but this is only the beginning, little girl.
Give it up for Constitution. Give it up for Constitution. All right. We will try it one more time. Take a deep breath, and I would just like a bunch of loud young people. I would need a lot of noise right now for the start of this lightning round. So clear your throat. Get ready. I want a lot of noise at the start of this lightning round. You're a little quiet in the last round. 1, 2, 3, make some noise at the beginning of this lightning round. That's it. That's it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Loosen up. Welcome the team from Hardy Williams up to the stage. SLA Center City, you're on deck. You're already there.
Hey, yo, big bro,
good.
You want that? Okay, cool.
Hello. My name is Aaron. This is my first time. This is hopeless, this is sorrow. We take and take, but say we borrow. We cheat and we steal, living behind the steel bars of jail, waiting to see our family again. Humanity is hopeless, I have given up. Greed and guilt ties us in a knot and makes us submit. If we do not commit to the stereotypes and peer pressure, you're thought to be different. This is why the young men of today become trappers, rappers, and the white man's shoe shiners. Not even having a single education not even having a proper education to make a single presentation. Punctuation and elaboration, asking questions only gets you pondering even more questions. Why are we stuck in this empty sphere? Why are we stuck in this empty sphere of corruption, uneasy to crack this world of oppression? This cannot be the end.
Give it up for Hardy Williams. Give it up for the team from SLA, Center City.
Hi, I'm Marin. I'm Mia. I've been wading through the swamp for 16 years. The air is damp and suffocating.
Mosquitoes nip at my bare ankles
As I run, scrambling over brambles, I push aside hanging vines, looking for something I will never find. A relationship.
My quest for love is never ending, always following a broken compass.
Thorns prick at my throat, loneliness creeping up like a cold. Love and I are like NyQuil and DayQuil, never taken together. I constantly call out for someone to love, but it only ricochets back as croaks.
Just an ugly bullfrog ribbiting out with no love returned.
I slink around like a snake,
Sneaking my way through locked hands,
watching fireflies spark love in circles, dulling everything in comparison.
At night is when the loneliness sinks in.
Amid lonely winds comes a sound, perched up on the treetops, a wise owl coos. Who will love me? Who?
This lulls me to sleep, and I find comfort among these darkened trees.
In the end, we love this swamp. This is the only home we've ever known.
Sometimes I can see the glimmer of a sunset on these murky brown waters.
And the cacophony of creatures living in unison almost sounds like a song. Almost.
Give it up for the team from SLA Center City. Now, make some noise for the team from Roxborough.
Hey, I'm Shania. I'm Shania. I'm sorry, you guys, I don't have a voice today. Let me get this together first. Go ahead. Why am I laughing? The most off-putting, exasperating, outraging of situations that just turns my stomach and boils my blood, having me to face one of the ickiest feelings, the most unappealing of unappealing situations. If only I would have been more aware. If only I wasn't so careless and attentive. Next time I have to be more careful and pay attention. It happens when you're the most carefree of carefrees. It's the absolute worst, and I mean worst of things, you would agree. It's the most underrated, ignored, disregarded situation we need to bring to an end immediately. Take you out of your comfort zone. Oh, take you out of your doings. Taking you out of your doings, bringing you to a complete stop. Don't you just hate it when you step in water with socks?
Give it up for Roxborough.
Diamonds all over my body, shining all over my body. Cardi got your bitch on Molly.
Yo, can we get an extra applause for going up there with a sore throat? Can we give it up? Can we get a little bit of extra love? Going up there with a sore throat. Absolutely. Link, the team from Link, give it up.
My name's Samantha, and this is my first. Stop. My name's Samantha, and this is my first time. annihilation you created is what separated us from the word love. So know that you didn't have enough courage to stay because your pride and ego was something way more than what you wanted or that I deserved. Stealing my heart was like a robbery that you wouldn't admit, but it was you. Kept as far as the moon from the earth, but farther away than the ocean and the bottom of the sea, which we all know that doesn't end. My hopes were like a roller coaster, one day high and one day it was despondent. To think that you even care had me in the universe that only you and I can share. The mysterious love that we call love wasn't really there. Promises that were said but were not made, like a weak chain that could be broken. But it was all you along that went away. And honestly, that's what we call love today.
Give it up for the team from Link.
But you've been missing for some time now. Oh.
All right, make some noise for Constitution.
They call me Mike Johnson. Shout out to G Gang. Yeah. All right, listen. I said, born in the gutter where people kill you for change. It's a shame, but this is the way we live in these days. So I pray and hope that God will take the pain away. I witness to some images people call stranger things. Anyone can do better, but some people will stay the same. Who's to blame? Only them. Some people will never change. I know people with habits, all they do is just smoke and drink. It's like they Peter Parker the way they fiending for Mary Jane. I really want to help them, but they don't want to relate. I tried to show the exit, but they don't want to escape, so I chill. Let them be that way. Let them lead that way till they learn how to leave that way. Hope I see that day. Till then, I'm staying raw till everything in me decays. He gassed up, poking with that knife and watch how he deflate. Dudes want to bicker and argue, always want to debate. I don't got time for it. My mind in a different place. You talk heavy, but if your words was real, you couldn't lift the weight. Looking at me out, I got a tool for me to fix your face. This environment is cruel, and every day I feel the hate. I don't live in Pennsylvania. I live in my mental state. Hold on. Everything's in the mind. I still gotta strive. I'ma get it out the mud and come out covered in slime. Not a lie. Some bulls always claiming they would rob, but when it come down to it, they finding a place to hide. Cause certain people faking, they pretend like they nine. That's why I don't be with them. I walk on the other side. I thank God for my mornings. Every day my laugh get bigger. I'd rather live in joy, other stick to living bitter. Don't believe what people say. They always talk like they the realest. They say they with you, then desert you like you after dinner. It's chilly. Everybody going shiver, but I'm trying to reach a point where the planets are past the winter. It's a cold world. What you think I'm bringing the flame for? Ready for the fight. What you think I'm bringing this blade for? I'm here because I'm here. Don't worry about what I came for. We act like we separate. We all come from the same source.
Give it up, nice and loud. I want good big volume for the team from Aldi.
My name's Cheryl.
What? My name's Haram. It's my first time.
It's his first time.
LOVE.
Love. Look it up in the Urban Dictionary, and it will say the act of caring and giving to someone else, putting someone else's best interests as a priority as your life.
That's just one definition. There are millions of others, so we'll break it down for you.
Love is caring even after you've been hurt.
Love is being stressed out beyond imaginable measure and going to that someone to feel better.
Love is collecting the broken pieces of your heart up off of the floor and handing it to the next person to fix.
Love is that feeling in the pit of your stomach you can't seem to go away.
Love is a lot of things.
So what I want to say is, I love you.
And I know that's still pretty vague.
And I know I'm young, so people assume love is something I don't have a firm grasp of. But when I say I love you, this is what I mean.
You got me feeling that type of love where I know you had me in the downfall of it all.
When I hold you in my hand, I get a sense of bliss, even if it's for a moment. Or when I kiss you as the lips touch, I feel my hair begin to stand on ends.
When I start to choke on my words as if I'm underwater and I can't breathe, I know you'll be there to teach me to breathe again, breathe in and then out with a puff of smoke escaping my lips.
I'm not sure if I'm high off life or I'm high off you. I don't know what to say, Nikki.
I don't know what to say, Nick.
I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to your nicotine.
I
Twist, twist, twist. Put a twist at the end. I said, give it up for Academy Park.
Basic, ain't nothing about me, basic.
Hi, my name is Day Day.
My name is Lamont.
My name is Shania, and this is my first time. And together we are Poetic 101.
One voice, one heart, one mind.
Dear Martin, have you ever believed in something so much that you would die for it, walk a million miles for it, though you'll never see?
The fruits of your labor, your footsteps and your death, will only benefit your neighbors.
Much like the Moses in the Promised Land, though you'll never see, you plant the seed, but you will never eat from the tree.
A person of color sitting in the White House will always remain your dream. A sad tragedy of an unselfish life, or so it seems.
The day of your birth will be honored with time off. Though the struggle for equality continues on, 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and so little change since you've been gone.
Boulevards and avenues they would name after you. Politicians and activists will quote your truth. Sadly, it seems that that's the best we can do.
My guidance counselor advised always to checkmark other, because my character weighs so much less than my color, gender, and sexual orientation.
Please understand, this dream was for our entire nation. What once was a dream has become a nightmare. Red and blue sirens are becoming more than just a scare.
Dear Martin, we need to revive your inspiration because we fear this country will end in desolation.
Dear Martin, we need you to remind us that the worst is indeed behind us.
Dear Martin, we need your voice to scream for what's right. Our words will produce new meaning for this fight.
Dear Martin, we will not back down. We will not succumb to the dirt on the ground. We will not only rock the boat, but become the captain. We will rise to reality and
make
become
your dream happen.
Yep.
God got us, then we gon' be alright.
Give it up for Academy Park. Give it up for Academy Park.
We gon' be alright. Do you hear me?
You ready for the 3rd round? Say, oh yeah. Ready for the 3rd round? Say, oh yeah. Here we go. The first team, make some noise for Academy Park.
Hi, my name is Tanir. This is my first time.
It's her first time, y'all.
And I am representing Poetic 101. She disavowed the negative, couldn't find a way to drown it in positivity, feeling the environment of apathy. All eyes on you, girl, given the show they was waiting to see. Couldn't think that she was too daunted to take the reprehensible, subtract the small words from the big words to make herself sound plausible. Girl, pull it together. They cannot see the person that you truly are, the Photoshop of a girl who can't fold, the girl whose heart that was born cold. Nah. She can't hide anymore, because if she's living a false image, then she's living a false life, and she wouldn't dare to turn into an image of a false prophet. She was made to be a queen. Instead, she is haunted by a fiend. She was submitted to the competition without filling out an application. God gave her a guardian angel with one wing broken. She felt like the lonely puppy awaiting to be chosen. She had a dull past, but knew her future was brighter. Mask on, she's ready for war like a soldier. She tried to fit into society, but had to get an extra size bigger. Her mouth was a weapon, but her words was the trigger. To guide her way down the yellow brick road, her goal switched her from saint to beast mode. 10 years from now, she'll be on top. Yo, I thought I told you, she won't stop. High in the wonderland, in her mind, she'll be the only one to understand that when you take a blast from the past, you end up in the future. Take a look and realize that you back in the future. No part 1 or part 2, just a simple repeat of what we all been through. Because the history is no mystery, and she will never become the animal people expect her to be. The cage bird that will never be set free. And it's crazy because it seems she'll never let up, but she can never forget to keep her head up. The only thing she prays her feet don't fail her now. Don't worry, mama, God will make a way for me somehow.
Give it up for Academy Park. Make some noise for the team from ROXBOROUGH.
My name is Malaka, and this is my first time.
My name is Amir, this is my first time. I like it.
See, what you need to do is forget mainstream rappers. For the past few years, it's been a non-stop crap. It's really pathetic that people support these garbage rappers. So when the talented, lyrically skilled, real rappers don't make it anywhere near to money and respect that they need, everything is about shooting, drugs, killing people, who has better than who has more money. So when I hear a rapper who his is on straight and writes poetry from the heart, I give mad respect. So why do people support these garbage rappers? Forget mainstream rappers.
Back in the day, rap used to mean something important to the youth. It used to be a form of poetry that made you think and made you see what they saw through your own eyes. But today, these rappers, they didn't go through the same struggles that the kings of hip-hop went through. All they rap about is their clout, materials, and the rings they never had. And they go on to disrespect the kings of hip-hop because they believe their form of mumble rap is superior to what the kings of hip-hop did before them. So what you need to do is forget mainstream rappers.
I talk gray, I don't keep it white and black. Only say I love you just so I can hear it back sometimes. Other times I love to have you back. Can't think of a night that we ain't turn up to the max, no. Like that album just went platinum, yeah. Turns up to the max, if they pop somebody change.
Give it up for the team from Constitution.
I'm Quadir. So last night, I made love to my depression. Told her we cannot do this anymore. I'm sorry for getting this close. I'm sorry for what we have become. I was the boy in the striped pajamas. I was the boy in the striped pajamas with the fresh lineup who lined up to watch you become a memory. You were the girl who loved mystery so much you became one. Our love became a drug and we became drug addicts. Yeah, our love became a drug and we became drug addicts addicted to each other. I told you lies and you swallowed it. You gave me your heart, I turned it into dust and I snorted it. I gave you my trust. I gave you my trust, you put it into a needle and then you injected it. We gave each other hate. We gave each other hate, then we rolled up, pearled it, smoked it. We rolled up, pearled it, smoked it, sparked it, looked each other in the eyes and then said we loved it, but I'm sorry, I cannot take it no more. I don't really love it. You once said that I was horrible at hellos, but I was amazing at. You once said that I was horrible at hellos, but I was amazing at goodbyes, and next time I should be perfect at it, and I guess this next time, and I guess you're right.
And our last team of the slam of the afternoon, give everything you got to the team from SLA Center City.
Hello, I'm Naima, and this is my first time.
My name is Niall, and this is also my first time. So.
There are so many different types of houses.
Or should we say homes? For home is where the heart is.
Some broken, unable to be fixed.
Some forgotten, hollow.
Some falling apart, whether it be fixed or left to crumble.
Some being renovated, each project adding a new aspect.
Some sturdy, built to last.
Some that aren't even aware of the potential they have.
I would blame it on the builder.
But is it really their fault?
Or is it that of the people who live there?
What about when the builder is also the house's inhabitant?
Our relationship is our house.
Friends,
lovers,
family. There are many like it, but this one is solely ours. Every brick and door handle made specific to us. Every corner and cove perfectly crafted.
But we have made a mistake in our house. Thrown a layer of paint on the outside, planted flowers in the garden, and washed the windows. But behind the cedar door lies the ruins of a once beautiful home.
We used to have a home. Rooms with lush cushions that created comfort. The sun gleaming through the skylight, cozy yet overflowing with feeling.
The kitchen was where we cooked up conversation that fed our incessant hunger. Plates full of thoughtful conversations and glasses filled with sweet nothing. The living room was where we entertained the few lucky enough to be guests in our manner. Laughter rapidly bounced off the walls and shined light into the streets. But we can't lie forever.
The rotting inside will catch up to what you show on the outside. A dripping leak will slowly extinguish any fire we attempt to cradle. As we invite guests in, we step over the nonsense that we have swept under the carpet to be forgotten.
Your words of critique bleed the color off these walls and show me the power of denying myself to tend to your needs. Day in and day out, pretending that these walls haven't faded in color and lost their power of bringing us in and mending what we thought to be lifeless.
As we mop the floors, the steam from our heated conversations rise to the surface
and make it hard for us to breathe. Days we wake up in panic,
in time,
in love,
in laughter,
in thought,
in truth,
in lie.
We lie down and nap,
not realizing we can't build while we sleep.
The lease on love is not forever binding. We may have to do our own house hunting.
But if there's something that can be fixed, then let the litany of leaks be patched up and candidness about cracks in the walls close them while we work
and work
and work until we make this house our home.
If I tell you, say I love you, oh.
Make some noise for all of our competing teams. All of our teams. I do have the scores. I do have the scores.
I made that famous.
Can I get a drum roll?
I made that famous.
Can I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll? The winner of this West Slam is the team from SLA Center City.
Check that talk, man.